What's going on, everyone? Today is Sunday, the 9th of September. It's about 8 a.m. And I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about the video that I just uploaded. And just how this whole thing looks and what it's really about, what part of it's really about, the betrayals, the very multifaceted way that this whole thing is operated. There's lots. It's very layered, very layered. Most of the things that people focus on when it comes to the Stasi program here in America is the cardinal aspect of things, the criminology, the crime, the surfacial things that are being done to harass individuals. In my case, I'm being trafficked, which is a billion-dollar industry here in America and all over the world. But what that's associated to is rape, and what rape does to an individual psychologically, what it's intended to do psychologically to a person is to rob them of their humanity. And in my situation, in my case, it is designed to lower my ambition, kill my self-esteem, possibly turn me into a promiscuous person, make me, lower the value of my sexual energy, and make a decision to give that out freely, or just to become an abusive person altogether, someone who is unable to love, unable to receive love, essentially turning you into a narcissistic person yourself. And we all understand, based off of our own experiences with people who are narcissists, what that type of person is and what that person looks like. I had family members, I had friends, I had ex-boyfriends, I had, everyone that I was ever around, that I ever grew up with, that I ever had any type of dealing with, involved in what happened to me and what is happening to me. I had people in my family that I didn't even really know, those family members that are on your mom or your father's side that you've never really met. You've only met them or had encounters with them over the holidays, or if there's a death in a family and you meet that person, or at a family reunion. This is the type of harassment and the type of takeover that I experienced. People who just didn't even have to know you, but really had a deep hate for you, and that had to be the reality for someone to want to sit and watch you being raped, violated, stalked, and essentially slowly taken apart. And that's exactly what these people have done. I've known for a very long time that there is a live streaming app that people have of me being raped, of this entire situation, just my daily interactions, my daily moves. And they've been sharing this app with different people. And that's one of the reasons why, a lot of times when you see these gang stalkers watching you, they're usually watching their phone rather than watching you in real life. And they could be standing right in front of you. But to try to give you an understanding of how sick and disturbed a person can be to sit up and watch someone that they knew, watch them grow up from infancy, and plot to have them sexually assaulted, and sit back and watch it happen. I mean, that just, I hope that helps people understand the sick mind behind this activity and why this sort of thing has been brought over to the States. Because like I said, it was derived in Nazi Germany. But the way it's being used over here, like most things in America, it's been ghettoized and, turned into a very backdoor gangster type of tool, where it's been broken off into branches where this technology, this abuse, this harassment that would be typically done by, higher ups over certain communities or over certain cultures has just been done on individuals out of envy, jealousy, and hatred. You have these, police officers who have gotten a hold to these radiation weapons and to this technology that they should not have, but they have it on the streets, and they've been distributing it to these low-life gangsters, these low-life pillheads, and that live in these apartment complexes, who are using these things against you as you sleep in your bed at night. So this whole thing has run amok, and you have people using this technology against innocent people like it's Tic Tacs, like they're just waking up in the morning and going out and picking up the paper from the front door. So a lot of the reason you see it happening so, I guess you would say, frivolously, is because it's been distributed to people to gang stalk you in regular neighborhoods. These people are carrying around these high-dollar, high-tech weapons in their cars, driving up next to you, hitting you with frequencies, and it's beyond rational. So no rational-minded person is going to really be able to conceive the things that I'm saying, and the only reason why I'm able to is because I'm experiencing it. You can't get into or stay hung up on why this is happening, really, because it becomes too grandiose. Because there's so many moving parts. And like I said, for me, I have people participating in my attack that I don't really know in my family. I have people doing it here that I don't know. Like passionately stalking, watching you, following you from state to state, following you from your location to location, and you don't even know these people. But see, they have grown an attachment to you because they've been unlawfully watching you for years, watching you for months. And these are people who have, their mall is empty. Nobody's shopping in this mall. So they form these unhealthy attachments to people they don't know because they have personality disorders. They're the ones going out and asking people if they can purchase a live app, a live feed of someone being raped and violated. And they're watching this like they're watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We have a whole world full of people who are degenerates, who are rejects, and who need mental help. And these are the people who are running around keeping this criminology, keeping this psychotic crime going. So when you start trying to reason this, make sense out of it, that's the wrong avenue to go in. You can't compare yourself or your mind to someone who thinks like this. And then when it gets down to who started it all, like there's so many people participating in it now that, trying to understand who started it all, that becomes really irrelevant to someone like you. It's important to me, but someone like you is irrelevant because you're not going to understand who these people are. And you're not going to understand why they decided to do this to you. The only way that you'll be able to truly understand their perspective is if you understand the world you live in, if you understand all of these very hidden systems and hidden programs that makes and builds up this quote unquote society that you've been born into. And most people are too ignorant to do that, too lazy to do that, too close-minded to do that, too programmed to do that. But, you know, I wanted to kind of hit and touch bases on what I'm saying because of the video that I uploaded prior to this video that I'm making here. These people look like regular, just innocent people sitting down having a meal. And because I don't know them, I have no attachment to them, it looks weird. But that's the purpose of the Stasi program. That's the point. These people are not going to allow themselves to look guilty. And a lot of them don't even think they are guilty because they've been only given a half of the story on why they're watching you, or why they're stalking you. This phenomenon is way deeper and more intricate than I feel like most targets give credit to when they start talking about what's happening to them. And for that reason, I feel like people are not taking the time to really look into this and really educate themselves about any of this. And it's my hope that from me making videos and what I plan on doing in the future, that'll change.